Is the song? Yeah, cool. That song really relates to me. That's Anti-Up by Busta Rhymes featuring M.O.P. Often people ask me, Raul, what's the song that, what's the music genre that best describes you? And that's hardcore, late 1990s hip-hop. As you can tell by my frame. Terrific. How's everyone doing tonight? Pretty good. I'd rate that like a 7 out of 10 for you guys. It's like a good tea on an afternoon, but you'd rather go to a movie. First of all, just before we get into this, I want to give it up to Hitchhikers and the rest of the gang. Obviously, they put on a really great show, and you guys should show your appreciation for them again, especially because they tolerate me, and when I said that I wanted all of them to be my hype men, they did it. So give it up to them quickly. Sorry. Chords. They keep your life together. A little about myself. I'm a man, grown. I had a really interesting childhood. Interesting, I mean, it was extremely normal. Nothing was out of the ordinary. But I felt like ever since childhood, I was a very cynical person. And I think love is a very strong emotion for sure. But I think hate is an even stronger one. Because I hate a lot of things. For example, I knew the stab of disappointment at a very young age. And maybe you guys did too. You guys know Kinder Surprises, they're a chocolate. Thank you. One person knows what a Kinder Surprise is. Everyone else has never been a child. The largest disappointment in my life as a child was when I would get a Kinder Surprise and open it. I would never eat the chocolate first. That's selfish. You have to earn your pay. That's what my parents always told me. So you have to build that fucking toy. But it was never good to open your little prize bubble or egg, and inside was a puzzle, because then you just knew your day was going to shit. When has anyone been like, oh shit, a puzzle? This day's only gonna get better from here. Additionally, my first language isn't English. I know it's hard to tell. So, there are certain things when I grew up that I didn't quite get. For example, the term organ donor, I literally meant someone would donate organs, like the musical instrument. Who has that many organs to donate? Who has one organ, let alone multiple, that you can lend them out to people? Organ donors. Hope you're one of them. Now I'm growing up, obviously, I used to be small. That's what babies are. They don't have this size. Maybe they do. TLC probably has a special on it. They have a special on everything. They have a show called Sex Sent Me to the ER, and if that's not a relatable show title, I don't know what is. But I really, as much as I love the advancements in technology now, and obviously we've come a long way, I really hate social media. I really do. Mostly Facebook and Instagram. I think those are the two that I have my biggest gripes with. Facebook, it's mostly because you'll always see like the people that weren't successful in high school post, you know, and it's like, maybe this is why, right? Like you're spending a little too much time on this. But there's always like the ugliest kid you knew from high school. We don't have one. You're thinking about who it is right now. We'll post an article to Facebook that'll have like a really catchy title, like a really eye-grabbing title, like, "You'll never believe what looking at boobs does." And you'll click it, and it'll be like a 20-slide slideshow, and it'll be like all these great health benefits. And it's not that they posted it, it's that they usually post it with like a winky face and a tongue out emoji as the caption, like they captioned it that, like they're just looking at boobs all the time. I've changed your captions. Just share it. Just share it. There's a Facebook page now called I Fucking Love Science. You know what I don't fucking love? Reading peer-reviewed articles. If you love science, read a peer-reviewed article. Guarantee you won't love it that much anymore. Check out that abstract game, girl. That's for those of you who write research papers on the reg. That's short for regular. I'm really into abbreviating now. That's short for abbreviating. Thank you. I'm taking a few spring classes right now. Spring classes are interesting because you get sort of a new crop of students that you don't usually see. However, I've noticed regardless if it's spring or fall or winter or summer, those are the seasons, regardless of when you are, the first few classes, you would swear that every single professor is a stand-up comedian because they will say something like, they can just fumble over a word and there will be a kid in the front row, and it's specifically, if the class is for participation marks, you're gonna get this. There'll be a spelling mistake on the slide. The prof will mention that there's a spelling mistake, and there will be a kid in the front row going, because that's how people laugh. And I think the thing too is that it's usually an older student that does it, like someone who's in their 40s. We already know that you're there. You were the first person we noticed. You don't need to bring more attention to yourself. We're already nitpicking you and probably thinking, I don't want to be in a fucking group with that guy. Hopefully there's no one who's 40 and in classes here today. But if there are, good on you. The other thing I hate about social media is on Instagram, I don't mind guys' Instagrams as much because it's pretty mundane things, like you'll see like the odd picture of a cloud or just the boys pre-gaming. But I hate 1 week in the year, no, I hate all weeks in the year. I hate the week after reading break on the Thursday. You can kind of scroll through and look at every girl posts a picture of whatever beach vacation they went to with the caption, "Take me back." Wanderlust. Everyone has fucking wanderlust. Who doesn't like to travel? You're not unique. Additionally, I'm not done on this Instagram train. I have a lot of gripes. I'm 22, but sometimes I swear I'm 63, because I'm just constantly angry. Additionally, if I ask you what you do for fun, and you say, I'm a model, if you're paying for someone to take your cell phone and take a picture of you in a nice wilderness background, you're not a model. You are literally exchanging money for a good or service. That's literally any trade. That's how it happens. Do not tell me you're a model. I'll be frustrated. But I think the worst time for social media is on holidays, with Mother's Day coming up. Here's a good idea for you. Take a picture of you and your mom, put it on Instagram and Facebook, a software system that she does not understand or have, to show how much you appreciate her. Or if you want to cement yourself as the worst child alive, hey, you forgot a Mother's Day present? Why not just get them the KFC Mother's Day bucket? That is an actual thing. It retails at $24.99. KFC's delicious though, so if it was Father's Day and I had children, I don't. But if I did, I'd want a KFC bucket. It's not a bad way to go. But I think the only thing that I like about social media nowadays is when older adults have it. Mostly because I like it when people sign their names to their posts. You already Everybody knew it was you. But thanks for the encouragement and the double checking. That's called referencing in the academia game. Gonna get into some jokes about the 6th edition of APA, but I don't think you're ready. Someone really liked that one. Someone's a big fan of the 6th edition of APA. It's Fashion Week in the city. I don't adhere to Fashion Week. I think every week is Fashion Week. Why dedicate one week to it, am I right? Fantastic. However, I wish there was a Fashion Week show dedicated specifically for dad fashion. I want to see some ski-doo jackets in public. That's confidence. If you're wearing a ski-doo jacket in public, might as well grow out your ponytail. It's not going to get any worse than that. Also a big fan of camo clothing. It's making a kind of a surge back. I don't really understand camo clothing. What are you hiding from besides your responsibilities as an adult? You're not playing with tanks and toys, Tommy. You're 32. Pay your mortgage. Camo serves its exact opposite purpose in public. You can't see it when you're in the bush or in the forest, but it's pretty easy to spot the douchebag when he's walking in public with it. There's no forest in the cement playground, buddy. Yeah, so big fan of dads. I feel like I want to bring back the Bluetooth headset in public. Mostly because I want to be respected by cab drivers, businessmen from 2002 and short-haired moms alike. And I think like there's people wear fashion, like they bring tiny dogs as fashion accessories. People wear fashion, certainly. That's the thing too. But they have like tiny dogs as their accessory, like they put it in their purse, don't know why. I think I want to get a purse, or a satchel, Indiana Jones wears one, and have a ferret in there. Because the ferret announces that I'm a fucking psychopath. If the Merce didn't give it away. Of course, remember that ferrets are basically furry snakes. And snakes are technically scary belts. My anaconda don't, is what I'm saying to snakes. It's nice being older now, though. It's you can kind of do your own thing, like sign up for Froyo membership cards. Didn't do that before. And I've realized that I'm a pretty even-keeled person. I don't get too high or too low on things. But I will never be more enthusiastic to when someone asks the questions, do you have a My Smileage card? I'll be like, yes I do! Scan it! Reward my points! Terrific. Water, am I right? So now apart from being an athlete, obviously, I watch a lot of TV and movies, obviously. I miss a lot of the old shows, though. I miss Pimp My Ride a lot. Mostly because they never made a practical job. Like, they never changed the engine or made the car run more smoothly, but they'd be like, alright, Tommy's a big fan of music. So we're gonna cut out his trunk and put 76 subwoofers in it. But what they don't remember is that Tommy works as a laborer and needs a place to haul lumber. You're not putting that on 62 subs. Yeah. I've noticed an unsettling trend in TVs and movies regarding the Russian population of the world. There always seems to be one Russian guy wearing a full tracksuit at all times. Regardless, I recently went to see the Avengers. Sure enough, the one guy that's sort of Russian wears a tracksuit the entire fucking movie. Are they just ready to run a quick 4 kilometers? I don't think Russia's big into the running scene. Don't know them personally. I'll ask Vladimir next time I talk to him. There's a new Mission Impossible coming out soon. Why stay with the name? The mission has been possible 4 times before. Pretty sure it's gonna be possible again, Tom. I'm a big fan of the show Bar Rescue. Anyone seen it? I think that deserves more reception. I said, has anyone seen Bar Rescue with John Taffer? I would follow that man to the gates of hell. He commands a bar. The other show I spend a lot of time with is Suits. But I feel like it misrepresents the practice of being a lawyer, because Suits gives you the impression that 90% of being a lawyer is just throwing files on desks and smirking. What this doesn't kind of do is show that I'm pretty sure law jobs are a lot of reading. Sure, you can't sell a 1-hour show on people reading, but I would watch it, just because it's realistic. Sometimes I think I'm going to drop out of school and then go into law school and move to Chicago and become a hotshot lawyer. Here are some phrases I've worked on for when the time arises. Let me set the scene. I would be the type of lawyer who doesn't play by the rules, but you can't argue with his results. For example, if someone were to screw me over on a case, I would say something like, I would suck my teeth. And I would go, hey, I usually get a kiss before I get fucked. Because that seems like something a lawyer would say. I don't know, I'm not one. I'll wrap it up with this one. I don't know if you're ready for it. One person's ready for it, I'm gonna do it. I was talking to a girl a few months ago, and she told me that I had to love myself before someone could love me, which is a really upsetting thing to hear, you know? Because I was like, look, sweetheart, I love myself every day for 5 to 7 minutes. I think I'm fine on that front. And if you don't get that joke, ask a man in your life, and he'll explain it real quick. That's my time. You guys have been fantastic. Back on the show.